Hello friends, this is Mukesh Kunai for Saptarshi Mindware EduTech. In our previous lecture, we discussed about the different rules of ray diagram. Many of you had asked us to drill on the questions which are asked in the board exam. It's my promise to you all that we will be definitely drilling to board exams and other higher conceptual questions once we complete this basic content of NCERT and CBSE syllabus. So welcome to my lecture, and today we are going to discuss formation of image by spherical mirrors. So students, we will be discussing what is the nature of the image formed, its position where the image will be formed, and what will be the size of the image when it is placed in front of a concave mirror or a convex mirror at various positions. So for this, we will consider our object first to be at infinity, and then we'll slowly and gradually bring the object near to the concave mirror or convex mirror and study the nature of the image formed by them. Okay. Now, in our previous discussion, we had also discussed that when two rays of light actually intersect each other after reflection, then a real image is formed. And if they appear to diverge from any point, then a virtual image is formed. Okay. So, and in our rules of ray diagram, we discussed different rules that what will be the path of the rays of light after reflection from the surface of the mirror. So students, we will use any two rules to draw the ray diagram and discuss the image formation, its characteristics. So for this purpose, let me take an object at a distance infinity. So position of object okay, is at infinity. Right. So for this purpose, I take one concave mirror. Okay. I draw the principal axis. So this is the pole, this is the focus, and at equal distance you mark center of curvature. The object is at infinity. So rays of light will be coming parallel to each other. Okay. So for this, as we know that minimum two rays of light are required to draw image, to form an image. So I have taken two rays parallel. Now according to our rule first rule of reflection of light from the surface of a concave mirror, if the ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, then it passes through the focus. After reflection, it passes through the focus. And the point where these two rays of light intersect each other, that is the image point. So students, you can see that the image is being formed at the focus when the object is at infinity. So we'll write the characteristic of image. Characteristic of image formed. So first, in this characteristics, first we write nature of the image. Now the rays are actually intersecting each other. So nature of the image is real and inverted. Okay. And position where it is formed, that is called the position. So position of the image, from here you can see that they are cutting at the focus. So at focus. Okay, at focus F, you can write here F. And then size. You can see that the size of the image is very small, means it is point size. So size is highly diminished. You can write highly diminished image or point sized image. Okay. So where do we apply this? Where do you apply? You can apply it to calculate the focal length or to converge rays of light at one point. Okay, like in case of using it as in the solar cookers or in solar concentrated CSP, solar concentrated power projects, or to measure the focal length. So primarily at school level, you might have, as a fun, you might have focused sunlight, sun rays on a piece of paper trying to burn it. So what you are doing actually, you are converging the rays of light at the focus. Okay, so and through that, students, you can measure the focal length. So we can say it to measure the focal length, approximate measure of focal length. Focal length of the mirror. Okay, so this is the application. Now second, as I have promised that I'll bring the object nearer. So second will be, what will be the position? Beyond C, anywhere beyond C we are placing the object. Okay, so object beyond C, position of the object will be beyond C. Beyond center of curvature C, right? So let's see again what is the nature of the image form and what is the position and size. So again, students, for this I will take one concave mirror and I draw the principal axis. So principal axis, this is the pole, this is the focus, and this is the center of curvature. Now we take one arrow to mark the object. Okay, so using rule number 1, what I will do, I will draw one line parallel to the principal axis. So rule number 1 says if the ray of light is parallel to the principal axis, then it passes through the focus. So it will pass through the focus, right? So then I'll take second rule. The ray of light passes through the focus, then it becomes parallel to the principal axis. So you can see that it is intersecting between C and F. So image will be formed between C and F. Okay, image is formed between C and F. So characteristic of the image, characteristics of image formed. First, nature. What is the nature of the image? Real and inverted. Real and inverted. Then size. What is the size of the image? You can compare it. This is object is bigger in size, image is smaller in size. So diminished image or smaller than object. And position is between C and F. Okay, so this is the characteristic. So you can, when do you apply? You can use this to get a diminished image of the object. So application to get a real and diminished image of an object. Diminished means sharp image of an object. Okay, so this is how we, if the object is very large and you want to get a sharp image of that object, so you have to stand up such a way that the image object is beyond the center of curvature. That is, the object should be at a distance, or you should stand at a distance such that the distance between you and the object is more than twice the focal length of the object. Then you can get a sharp image of the object at that point. Okay, so this is how you apply this concept in the. Now we will place the object at center of curvature and study the nature of the image formed. Okay, so this object is at center of curvature. Okay, now we take one ray parallel to the principal axis. So according to our first rule of reflection from the spherical mirror, first rule, the ray of light is parallel to principal axis, it passes through the focus, and I have taken one ray of light passing through the focus. So this ray of light will become parallel. Students, you see that both these rays of light after reflection, they intersect at the center of curvature. Okay, so they intersect below the center of curvature at this point. So image will be formed at this point. So what is the characteristic of the image formed? So characteristics of image formed. First, as I have told you, we write the nature. So what is the nature? Nature, since the rays of light are intersecting each other, so nature is real and inverted. Real and inverted. Size. Here, if you measure it, you find that they are equal to each other. So, equal to each other or same size. Same size as the object. Same size as the object. Third, position. Nature, size and position of the image. Okay. So, position where? At the center of curvature. At C. Okay. So, this is the third case of image formation by concave mirror. Okay. Where do we apply? If you want to get a real inverted and same size image, then we at such a place we will stand that the object distance is equal to image distance, or we will stand at a distance where it is twice the focal length. Okay. So to get application, I will write here what is the application to get same size image. Same size real image. Okay, as big as the object. If you want to get any, even you can calculate the focal length of any unknown mirror using this concept of mirror. Since we know that R is equal to 2F, or F is equal to, also we can use to calculate the focal length of a concave mirror. concave mirror using F is equal to R upon 2 formula. Okay, you can calculate the focal length of that mirror also. Now third case, what is the third case? Now here, as I am shifting the object towards the mirror, so third case I will bring the object at this position, that is between C and F. So position of the object between C and F. Between center of curvature and focus, C and F. Okay, so let's again draw the image in the same pattern, same manner. You have to follow the same method. And as I have told you, you can use, students, any rules, two rules of ray diagram. So here I take one concave mirror, okay, and then from the middle of this concave mirror I draw the principal axis, right? I mark P, F and C. Okay. Now in between C and F I draw one object by showing it with an arrow. Then take one parallel line, ray of light parallel to the principal axis, passes through the focus, so I will pass it through the focus. Okay. Then I will take here one ray at the pole and it will be reflected at equal angle. So you see that the image is formed beyond center of curvature. And we also know that light follows the principle of reversibility. Okay, light follows the principle of reversibility. So when the object was beyond C, the image was formed between C and F. Now the object is between C and F, so the image will be formed beyond C. The object beyond C was bigger in size and the image was diminished. Now when the object is between C and F, the image is formed beyond C and F and it is bigger in size than the image. So we'll write characteristics of image. Characteristics of image formed. What are the characteristics? First, nature. What is the nature here? Nature is real and inverted. Real and inverted. Size. What is the size? Magnified. Means bigger in size than the object. And position. Position is beyond C. Beyond center of curvature. Right. So here, where do we apply? Apply to get enlarged image. Application. Zoom out and zoom in आप लोग बहुत करते हैं कैमरा फोटोग्राफी में. So to get large or magnified larger image of object. Okay. Larger image of the or magnified image of the object, you use this concept of reflection of light or image formation. Okay. Now I will bring the object at F. Again, as I have told you that light follows the principle of reversibility. So when the object was, students, when the object was at infinity, the image was formed at focus. Now the object is at focus. When the object is at focus, the image will be formed at infinity. Okay. So let me again take the position of the object. So position of the object at focus. At focus or F Okay, for this I take one concave mirror and draw one principal axis from the middle, mark here pole, mark here focus, and again center of curvature. I draw the object at the focus. I draw one arrow at the focus. I take here one line parallel to the principal axis. So naturally, rule number 1, it will pass through the focus. Okay. I will take one ray of light at the pole. So here, students, this will pass. So you see that these rays of light do not meet. So we assume that these rays of light will meet at infinity. So image will be formed at infinity. So again comes characteristics of image. So characteristics of image, what will be the characteristics of image? क्या रहेगा यहाँ पे? Characteristics of image. So what is it? Nature. Nature क्या होगा बच्चों? Nature होगा यहाँ पे real and inverted ही होगा. Real and inverted ही होगा इसका nature. Size क्या होगा? अब पहले क्या था? When the object was very big, the image was point sized. Now the image will be here very big. Image magnified, highly magnified. Image is highly magnified. Okay, and position where it will be formed? It will be formed at infinity. It will be formed at infinity. Okay. So, where do we use this? What is the application of this? Application of this is to get parallel beam of rays, like in headlight. Parallel beam of rays, headlight of vehicles. In headlight of cars and vehicles, so the bulb is placed in such a position that it lies at the focus. So rays of light in the headlight, when say the bulb is at this point, so rays of light fall on this and they become like this, parallel. So the car is able to throw parallel beam of rays in the headlight. So this is how this concept is used in designing the headlights of car. Okay, headlight of car is based on this concept, students. Right? So next, I bring the object now between P and F. Okay, pole and the focus, and let's see how the image is formed. What is the nature of the image formed? Next is, so position of the object between P and F. Between pole and the focus. Between pole and the focus. So again I'll take one concave mirror here. Principal axis. Okay, pole and the focus over here. This is the center of curvature, right? The object is, I have taken this point. I take one ray parallel. So just notice that in every case I am taking one ray parallel, right? So it passes through the focus of the principal axis. Okay, focus of the mirror, right? I take here, students, I take one ray at the pole and here it is reflected below this. Now, these rays are extending away from each other. They are moving away from each other. So they will not meet on this side. So I try to extend them at the back side and see. So they meet at this position. So this is a an image formed on the right hand side. So, and it is being formed above the principal axis. So this image is virtual image. So image characteristics of image is what? Nature. What is the nature of the image? Virtual and erect. Virtual and erect. Size. What is the size? Size magnified. And position. What is the position of the image? Behind the mirror. Behind the mirror. Okay. So what is the application of this mirror? So application, what is the application? Where do we apply? We apply this mirror to get a magnified virtual erect image of the object, or students, as makeup mirror. As a makeup mirror, the dentist also used it. Dentist used to get magnified image of the teeth, to get magnified image of cavity. Okay, so this is how it is used in our daily life. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching my videos. For more videos, keep watching for more knowledge. Thank you.